calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the safety creep. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Squeeze.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Wait, check 24, check 24. Slam, slam, slam. Check 24, check 24. 25, 25, check 25.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
55's Mike, guy, 55. Come on. You better bring it. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go, defense. Echo. Check, 55 to Mike. 22, check, Bubba. 22, check.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Here I come again. Here I come again. Get up, get up. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Jam, 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 jam. Hey, we're ready.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory.
Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54.
First carry for James Conner. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up to the line now facing a third and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Finds his running back, James Conner.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They can't hang with us.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
55, come on, 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
He'll drop to throw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On play action, Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to launch it for Washington. It's caught inside the 25. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 64 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second down, Connor looking for space. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and goal, Rosen. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd and long here for Rosen. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that, give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Show it up. Watch twist. He's coming. We got double up.
This is Cohen. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You must be dreaming.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rosen will throw. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
What we got?
To throw is Rosen. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ballgame.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on fourth down with Rosen. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Man, I got you. Slam.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And a nice spin into some open field. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as the Bears push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Connor on the toss play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now it's Connor. And some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Rosen to throw on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check, check. Go, go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Truck.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Guys, pick it up. Check, check. Lucky. Check safety. Whip. Watch the whip. Shift.
Again, it's Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Delta. Hey, watch the play.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They're running it.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Rosen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They're going to run again with Snell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Snell. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now here's Snell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? Hug. Give me some.
Here's Rosen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. No. Off. Undercrush. Squeeze. Kill. Quick dad.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. They'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Go. 55. Hey, time.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check three. Watch the safety creep. Check, crunch.
On second down, it's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Slam, slam. Check 24, check 24.
They try again with Cohen. Oh, twisting away. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They run with Connor. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here's Rosen. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulate.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping the Bears offense. And I'd say, well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Mike 50, Mike 50. All day, just like that, just like that. Hey, 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 50. 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Hey,
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like
you're
one
handing
game?